This news is sure to resonate with parents, students, and educators alike. The establishment of an IB school, Sage Brook Academy in Hyderabad, through a prestigious collaboration with Whitgift School, London. This is a remarkable milestone in the field of education. The IB program is renowned worldwide for its commitment to academic excellence, holistic development, and fostering global citizenship. The collaboration with Whitgift adds an extra layer of distinction as they bring with them a wealth of educational expertise and a shared vision for nurturing young minds. This venture represents not just the opening of a school, but the opening of doors to new horizons for students here in India. It symbolizes a commitment to providing world-class education that empowers our youth to excel not only locally, but on a global stage. Let's get a sneak peek into the world of Sage Brook Academy, where dreams are taking shape and possibilities are limitless. Without further ado, let the video roll.
Mr. David Bates, Director of International Education with Gift School, and Mr. Vipul Bhargava, International Education Consultant, Guild Education. So thank you all very much for coming down. And my sincere gratitude goes out to the members of the press. Thank you for so much. Thank you so much for covering this momentous occasion. And I'm sure we'll reflect back in a few years, groundbreaking signing partnership that we have going on today will truly be a historic moment. So some of you may ask, why another international school? You have so many international schools in Hyderabad. Why another international school? Large number of schools, while not being international, term themselves as international schools in Hyderabad. And also there are a few good schools as well in Hyderabad. But there's none who you would call as world class. By world class I mean the academic excellence, sporting excellence, and the value systems that brought in through 427 years of existence of Whitgift School. Whitgift is also ranked in the top 10 IB schools by IBDP scores in 2021. That makes it much higher than any other school in India. The IBDP results are just fabulous. So you saw the video, you hardly see people studying there in the videos, right? So you have so many activities that you see. So we firmly believe, and so does Whitgift, that true education comes with all-round excellence, and academic excellence is also part of this all-round excellence. And now, why the IB curriculum? Today, in this fast world, with AI, the change is going to be much more rapid in the next few years. The chat GPT, with some of you must have used, the kind of things that people are talking about, which are also there today, it is going to disrupt so much of our lives, our jobs, our way we communicate with our family, the way we communicate with our society, and just the way we conduct our business. In this fast changing world, it's very important that students learn to be all round and be ready and prepared to face all challenges. If you're not ready to face anything that comes in, you'll just be stuck with what you've learned and what you have applied, that limited memory or memorization of things, and applying that knowledge. So that's not the way we do, or that's not the way we should be doing. And IB curriculum in itself, it's a fabulous curriculum. It's a inquiry-based curriculum, which allows a child to be a risk taker, an inquirer, a thinker, and the ability to question things, right? So things are to question the status quo, to question what is happening around you. And this all-round education, if we don't focus on, then our children will be left behind. So while the CBSE curriculum is also a great curriculum, there's no doubt about it, but it's not yet prepared, or it's not preparing itself to be the next, or to be preparing children to face the next coming few years. And CBSE curriculum was designed in about 50 years ago, was a central curriculum where we as people who are doing jobs, we move different places. When we move different places, we go to another CBSE school. It's seamless. So that's how CBSE was created, and it's a very successful curriculum. So the IB curriculum is very similar. Now the world is a global village. So if you want to move from Hyderabad to Kenya to London to New York and study in an IB school, even if you have studied only 3-4 months, and to move, it's very seamless. So that's how the IB was created, and so this helps Hyderabad as being a global city, and when we are aspiring to be a Singapore or a London or a Tokyo or Hong Kong, a top-notch schools coming to Hyderabad and setting shop is very, very critical for the growth of the city itself. So you have some great schools, of course, in Hyderabad, but you have top IB schools, good IB schools in other cities, not as much as in Hyderabad. So the preference for top executives coming, the first preference is not Hyderabad, and education is important. So now with Sagebrook, we would want to solve that issue. Then coming to the location, we are based out of Kollur. That's about 15 minutes from the financial district. You all know Kollur where it is. And we propose to be launching this school in 2025. So just to give you a background about me and our Civic West. So I was the Executive Director of Indus International School and Chairman of Indus Early Learning Center, which are IB schools, and I am the founder also of Suchitra Academy. So both offer different genres of education. Now I am no longer associated with Indus International School, but for Suchitra we do the CBSE and the Cambridge IGCSE curriculum. With GIFT and I've actually visited several schools, and what really hit us was the fabulous campus and the way the students just seem so much happier than the other schools, and you guys have been wonderful. I mean, just the vibe you get, the connection we get with with gift genuinely good people. So that's the primary reason why we thought that we should align our value system and with Gift's value system and start Sagebrook Academy in Hyderabad. Another thing which connected was sport. As some of you may know, we run the Suchitra Badminton Academy where PV Sindhu trains, and we have we've been training her for the past 5 years now.
Arts and community outreach. Its prestigious reputation and dedication to providing a holistic education makes it a prominent institution in the UK's educational landscape. I'm certain that our anticipation is palpable and we are all eager for an exclusive glimpse into the illustrious Whitgift School. Let's watch this video that will unveil the essence of this esteemed educational institution.
You have
we didn't have any hesitation of partnering with them, and we are hopeful that our school will in a very short time be a premier institute in not only Hyderabad, India, but worldwide as well. So with this, once again, thank you all for coming down, and thank you Gareth and Chris and the rest of the team from Whitgift. Really appreciate you all being here. Thank you.
Very much, Praveen. It's a huge pleasure to be here. It's my first ever visit to Hyderabad. What a wonderful city, and we're incredibly proud to be here. I'm here with my Director of International Education, David Bates, and one of my governors, and we are absolutely thrilled to be the partners in this venture. And it's very symbolic and very deliberate that we never wanted this new school to be called Whitgift. It's in partnership, and that I want to make that a little bit of the theme of my few minutes here. I'm going to tell you a few things about Whitgift School, and I want you to imagine that what I'm saying about Whitgift School will be true of Sagebrook Academy and its pupils in the years to come, with one exception, and that is that we happen to be an all-boys school, and we're really pleased that didn't put Praveen off. Of course, Sagebrook will be co-educational, but we are a boys' school. And the first thing I always say to parents about Whitgift is it's an incredibly diverse pupil community. We are situated in South London, South East London, where the population is truly global, both in terms of the actual nationalities of parents and the students, but also in their backgrounds, their heritage. And we have students from lots of different heritages, including the Indian subcontinent and everywhere else in the world. And it's one of the reasons why parents choose our school, is that we do have that very diverse pupil background. We have a small boarding house of about 100 students, and we have had boarders at Whitgift for many years, and that is part of what we see as a really important international dimension to the school, and that's why we've wanted so much to find the right partner to work with actually overseas. And this international dimension to our school comes not only from the fact that we have international students in our boarding house and in the pupil community, but we take that international dimension very seriously. As Praveen said, we are an IB world school, an international baccalaureate world school. We take languages very seriously. All our students study 3 languages when they first join us. We also teach global citizenship as a subject, and so that the kind of IB values that Praveen mentioned are very much in the DNA of the school. As I say, we are a boys' school, but we think that it's incredibly important that we help our students who come, as I say, from lots of different backgrounds, to grow up into good young men. And that's quite a challenge in today's society, to make sure they have the values of respect and thoughtfulness and courtesy, and that aligns very well with our IB background as a school, which I'll talk more about in a moment. What happened there? I'll carry on in any case, but I don't think I've pressed the wrong button. Our vision as a school is to educate young people from all walks of life to become independent learners and thinkers, to lead us good, thank you very much, to become independent learners and thinkers, and to be able to give back to a society in which we think they will play a leading role. And the alumni, the people who've been at schools like ours, like Whitgift, and in due course like Sagebrook, they're well educated, they will be well qualified, and therefore they are very likely to play leading roles in society. And we think it's very important that these people who are leaders also have a sense of service, of giving back. Now, we start with what we call Whitgift 7, and this is a way in which we help the students who join the school to see what we have identified as 7 different aspects to their education. And it's not about the stuff they do, it's not about the actual content of lessons or activities, it's all about the way in which we want them to approach the activities and the lessons. We want them to approach them with commitment, with open-mindedness, and with a real will to participate. The ground rock of any school, of course, is the teaching and learning. And we have a philosophy at Whitgift where we give our teachers a lot of autonomy. We tell them where we want the students to end up, but how they get there is very much up to them. And we think that means it's much more likely, and we see it at our school, to have lessons that are inspiring, that are personal. We say that we're happy for some lessons sometimes to be a little bit risky, a little bit quirky, a little bit unusual, because that way you allow the teachers to really get across their passion for subjects and to really inspire the students. And although not all of our students do the International Baccalaureate Diploma, the teaching and learning philosophy is entirely based around the IB values. And as you may know, one of the things that happens in IB schools is that students have to do their own extended research project. We've taken that one stage further, and we do 2 things. Our younger students, when they're aged about 11, will all do a starting independent research project. And then when they're older, when they're in the 6th form, getting towards the end of their career, 17, 18-year-olds, we get them to start to teach the younger students and to lead some of the younger students' projects and inspirational learning. And we think that's one of the reasons why the results are so good at Whitgift. We're very proud. I should correct and just say we're in the top 10 boys IB schools in the world, and we are the top school, we have been for the last 3 years, the top boys school for IB in the UK, with an average of around 39 or 40 points. And we think that's not because we necessarily prepare the students just for the exams, but because they have a real grounding in the values of teaching and learning. And of course, alongside those academic results is the importance of activities, whether it's sport, whether it's music, whether it's drama. I'm going to mention cricket specifically in a moment, but I'll keep you waiting for that. Our students do lots of activities, and that's something we certainly want to help Sagebrook to bring into their DNA too. And people very often ask me why we do so many activities. We have over 40 sports on offer at Whitgift and over 100 societies, clubs and activities. Now we do those partly because they're fun, they're enjoyable, the students like them, the coaches and staff like them. We do them also because talent should be nurtured and found. But the main reason we do so many activities is because doing activities together as students of different ages with adults is, we think, the best way of building relationships, of helping the students to work alongside other students, to learn about themselves, to become who they really are, to have their eyes opened to the ways in which human beings work and learn together. So whether it's drama, which is very, very important to us at Whitgift, and that enables students of different age groups to work together and produce a creative experience that they've shared with adults, not necessarily teachers, also people who work in what we would call the support staff at Whitgift. So whether it's drama, whether it's music, or indeed, as I say, whether it's sport, these activities help us to build connections. And they're based around the IB values, as I say, of building connections, of working with each other, of questioning, of being an independent but respectful questioner, of being the best you can as well. And it's very important to us that being the best you can is not just about doing things for yourself, but also giving back. And in this image you see some of our sixth formers who go one afternoon a week to local state primary schools to help them with reading and writing, but also sport and music and drama. That value of giving back to others is important. Our motto as a school, which was Archbishop Whitgift's motto, is also one of our strong values. It's all about persevering and keeping going, determination, resilience, coping with failure. It's very important to us that things sometimes will go wrong in life, and that we help our students to work through failure and work through things when they're difficult, and build that resilience that will be so helpful in later life. And as I say, it's not just about the outcomes at the end of a school career. This is something which I know is very dear to the heart of our partners as well, but it's about how they approach the future. We have a department of futures at the school which is looking at things like AI, looking at the future of work and making sure we can't predict the jobs that our students will be doing in 10, 20, 30 years' time, but we can do our best to equip them with the skills to be able to ask the right questions and to be able to be adaptable to the world of the future. And we're very fortunate in being able to tap into some outstanding and inspirational alumni. All our leaving students join Whitgift Connect, and we haven't discussed this in detail with our partners yet, but it would be very exciting to join the two networks in time of alumni and students from Sagebrook and Whitgift, and almost double, if you like, the network of alumni. We've put some of our famous alumni on the screen there. I'm not expecting you to identify any of them, except perhaps the England opening batsman, Dom Sibley, and what's his name for a moment? No, not Jason. Dominic Sibley and Rory Burns. Thank you very much indeed. His name went out of my head. I think we are the only school in the UK to have ever been the former school of both opening batsmen of an England team. I take no credit for it, by the way. But that alumni network is very important to us and very valuable to us. So I guess in conclusion, what we hope to help develop at Whitgift, and what we are absolutely delighted to be able to help Sagebrook to develop, are young people who are interested and interesting, who have great qualifications and have done a lot of interesting stuff, so that they're interesting people, but who are also interested in others, in the world around them, and in making the world a better place. That's what we're really there for. But importantly, and to finish with, it's really important to us that our students are also able to have fun and to enjoy what they do. And I know that that's something that's very dear to the heart of our partners too. So thank you very much indeed. Thank you for the opportunity to work with you. We're really excited about it. We're going to start some planning later today, and I look forward to coming back to Hyderabad in times to come and seeing the young people from Springbrook and joining them with young people from Whitgift. Thank you very much indeed.
British Deputy High Commissioner to share his thoughts with us.
Thank you very much. I'm really pleased to be here today, and one of the reasons why is just over 2 years ago our Prime Ministers signed off on an agreement, a roadmap about how to strengthen UK-India collaboration and partnerships, and one of the major areas identified was education. So to stand here today to celebrate this partnership between Sagebrook and Whitgift, it's a nice thing to do, and it's really important in terms of illustrating the strength of the education links between UK and India. At the moment, when we talk about education, we think about education links between the UK and India. We think about the Indian students who are going across to the UK in record numbers. Last year was a record, this year will also be a record. We're seeing unprecedented demand from Indian students to go and study in the UK, which is fantastic and something I'm really proud of, because it illustrates the strength of the UK education system. But something we also want to see is more UK institutions investing time and effort and resources to help develop the education sector here in India. So that's why this collaboration between Sagebrook and Whitgift is really important, because it's another example, and a really high-ranking example of where the UK and India can go together in terms of education, but it also illustrates that our education links do not have to be one way, do not have to be only Indian students going to the UK, but it can also be fantastic UK institutions like Whitgift coming here to India to help strengthen the education system. So thank you both for this partnership. This is brilliant news. I look forward over the next 2 years to seeing how the partnership develops, and hopefully you will invite me back when you see the first batch of students in 2025, because this is a lovely example of why the UK and India have so much in common. So thank you very much, both of you. That's brilliant.
Thank you, Mr. Owen. We now have the official partnership on paper, if I may say so, between Syndicwest Education and Whitgift School.
Yes.
Minutes. session, we invite members of the press to shoot their video bites. Our backdrop is placed right behind you to ensure a convenient setting for your interviews. The floor is now open.
Actually, when Great Wayne Vaughan is the Commissioner of UK Commissioner President regarding White Gift International, just to, sir, exactly what is the intention to establish in our India, sir, UK, that world-class infrastructure, education, what is the exactly intention of you to introduce in our India?
Well, over 2 years ago, our Prime Minister's agreed a roadmap about strengthening UK-India relations, and one of those elements was to strengthen education links. And therefore what we want to see is more Indian students coming to the UK, more students from the UK coming to India, and also what I'm really pleased about is seeing collaborations like this, where there's a UK school, Whitgift, collaborating with Sagebrook Academy to help develop education here in India. And for it to be happening in Hyderabad is something I'm also very, very pleased about, as I represent the UK government in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh.
You are searching any other states instead of Telangana also?
There are a number of other collaborations that have been taken forward. Only 2 months ago, Harrow School opened its campus in just outside of Bangalore, and there are some others being developed as well.
So when will expect this one, sir? When will expect exactly this launch in Hyderabad, next launch in Hyderabad?
Well, we're hoping in 2025.
2025.
So in just under 2 years' time, I hopefully you and I will be at the launch of the Sagebrook Academy, supported by the Whitgift School from the UK.
Sir, actually, in atmosphere also very difference is there India and UK. And what facilities we are providing, extra facilities to our students, Indian students, actually difference, no? This exactly this terminology also different. UK terminology, British English and Indian accent is different. How you are
I would say that the record number of Indian students applying to study in the UK would suggest that is not a really big issue. I think there are 4 or 5 really good reasons to study in the UK. Value for money. The quality of our education. We have 4 of the top 10 universities in the world. Employability. With a qualification from the UK, there's a higher chance of being employed back to India. And there's also transferability. We've recently signed an MOU on mutual recognition of qualifications between the UK and India, which means Indian students who study in the UK, that qualification will then be recognised here back in India. So the UK education offer is really strong, and the record number of Indian students going to the UK for their education suggests that it's a very attractive package.
Coming to cost effective, it is a difference from India to UK, sir. It is UK also, it is a cost difference. What is the cost difference in India and UK?
International education will always be quite expensive, but what I feel is that the UK is priced competitively when it comes to education, and one of the best examples is to get a postgraduate degree in the UK takes 1 year. In many other countries, it takes 2 years. So there's already a cost saving, and also now we have a visa where after you graduate, you can stay in the UK for 2 years to work, which is also an added advantage of looking at the UK as a place for education.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice to visiting India, sir.
And you as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
How is our Indian food, sir?
So I've been in Hyderabad for a year,
Yeah.
and I love the food. I love the hospitality and the warmth. I'm a big fan of biryani.
Okay. Biryani you already.
If there's a place, if you have a favourite biryani place, let me know. I'd love to try it.
Definitely, sir. So many places.
Yes, there's lots.
When you are leaving, sir, from India?
Another 2 years. I'm here for a while yet.
No, when you are leaving India, when you are going to UK.
For 2 years. I live here in Hyderabad.
You are in Hyderabad.
I'm the British Deputy High Commissioner to Telangana and Andhra Pradesh.
Okay, you are in.
Great.
Here only. Okay, thank you.
Thank you
very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
One photo.
Sure.
హలో, ఇప్పుడు మనతో పాటు ప్రవీణ్ కుమార్ గారు ఉన్నారండి ఇక్కడ. యూకే నుంచి అతి పెద్ద ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ తీసుకొస్తున్నారు ఇండియాకి, అది కూడా మన హైదరాబాద్లో. వాటి విశేషాలు ఏంటో అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. హాయ్ సార్, హౌ ఆర్ యూ?
హలో అండ్ గుడ్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సార్, మీ ఇంటెన్షన్ ఏంటి సార్? యాక్చువల్ అసలు ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్కూల్ ఒకవేళ యూకే నుంచి తెచ్చి, అంటే యూకే యాక్సెంట్ వేరే, మన ఇండియన్ యాక్సెంట్ వేరే ఉంటుంది. అటువంటి స్కూల్స్ మన ఇండియాలో అంటే ఏదైనా రివల్యూషన్ ఏమైనా తీసుకురాబోతున్నారా మీరు ఇండియాలో?
సో మనకి యాక్సెంట్ అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాదండి, బికాస్ మోర్ దెన్ యాక్సెంట్, క్వాలిటీ ఆఫ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్. టుడే ఇందాక అన్నట్టు మనకి చాలామంది యూకే కానీ యూఎస్ కానీ స్కూల్ వాళ్ళు వెళ్తున్నారండి. అలాగే ఇంజనీరింగ్ చదువుకోవటానికి, డిఫరెంట్ డిసిప్లిన్స్ చదువుకోవటానికి చాలామంది అమెరికా వెళ్ళటం జరుగుతుంది. అలాగే యూకే, కెనడా, ఆస్ట్రేలియా వెళ్ళటం జరుగుతుందండి. వాళ్ళు డెఫినెట్ ప్రిఫరెన్స్ ఫర్ ఐబీ. అక్కడికన్నా ఇక్కడ బాగా తగ్గుతుందండి, దర్స్ నో డౌట్. ఇట్ ఇస్ సిగ్నిఫికెంట్గా తగ్గుతుంది. సో పార్ట్నర్షిప్ విత్ గిఫ్ట్ లాంటి స్కూల్ తోటి మనకి పార్ట్నర్షిప్ అయితే, సో హైయెస్ట్ క్వాలిటీ that is happening around the world, we want to get to Hyderabad and for the local population of Hyderabad.
స్టార్టింగ్ స్ట్రెంత్ ఎంతమందితో స్టార్ట్ చేయబోతున్నాం సార్? 2025లో రిలీజ్ అంటారు.
2025
మినిమం స్ట్రెంత్, స్టార్టింగ్ స్ట్రెంత్ ఎంత ఉండబోవచ్చు?
అబౌట్ 250 అండి.
250 స్టార్టింగ్.
అవునండి.
ఈ ఫీ
స్ట్రక్చర్ ఇప్పుడు ఇంకా మార్కెట్ రీసెర్చ్ చేస్తున్నామండి. సో మార్కెట్ రీసెర్చ్ చేసినప్పుడు మనకి క్వాలిటీ ఆఫ్ టీచర్స్ కానీ, మనకి క్వాలిటీ ఆఫ్ లీడర్స్ కానీ, దాన్ని బట్టి మనకి ఇండియాలో ఎలా ఉంది క్వాలిటీ అని చెప్పి నెక్స్ట్ 3 monthsలో అది మనకి బయట నుంచి మళ్ళీ యూకే నుంచి తీసుకురావాలని అంటే కాస్ట్లు పెరుగుతాయి. అవి ఒకసారి అంతా స్టడీ చేసిన తర్వాత ఇంకొక 2-3 నెలల్లో ఫీ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఫైనలైజ్ చేస్తామండి.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ
వెరీ మచ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
with them to start Sagebrook Academy.
Sir, is first in Hyderabad, first in Telangana.
అవునండి.
సో ఇంకా వేరే సిటీస్, వేరే స్టేట్స్లో ప్రారంభించాలని అనుకుంటున్నారు సార్ మీరు?
అవునండి, బట్ ఇట్ విల్ బీ మేబీ 4-5 years తర్వాత అండి. సో వీ హ్యావ్ విత్ గిఫ్ట్ తోటి మన ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ రైట్స్ ఉన్నాయండి టు ఓపెన్ ఎనీవేర్ ఇన్ ఇండియా. సో దానికి మేము నెక్స్ట్ మోస్ట్ లైక్లీ ఇట్ విల్ బీ ఇన్ బెంగళూరు.
ఓకే సార్. విత్ గిఫ్ట్ తోటి మీకు ఎంఓయూ ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్కి ఉంది సార్ ఇది?
30 years అండి.
30 years.
2025 అండి. 2025 మన కొల్లూరు ఉంది కదండి, మన రింగ్ రోడ్డు, అక్కడ కొల్లూరు మీద, రింగ్ రోడ్డు మీద ఉందండి.
సార్ ఎట్లా సార్, ఎంత పార్ట్నర్షిప్ సార్? యూకేది ఇండియాది ఎంత పార్ట్నర్షిప్ రేషియోలో పెడుతున్నారు సార్?
అంటే ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ఉండదండి, ఓన్లీ టెక్నికల్ సపోర్ట్ అండి. ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ అంతా మన
సపోర్ట్ మనది ఇండియన్స్.
అంటే విత్ గిఫ్ట్ వాళ్ళు మనకి టెక్నికల్ సపోర్టు, అకాడమిక్ సపోర్టు, కో కరిక్యులర్ సపోర్ట్ అన్నీ ఇస్తారండి. టీచర్ ట్రైనింగ్, స్టూడెంట్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్, టీచర్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్, లాట్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ చేస్తారండి. మన సైడ్ నుంచేమో మనం ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ చేసి అంతా మనమేనండి.
అంటే అక్కడి నుంచి టీచర్స్ వాళ్ళు కూడా ఫ్యాకల్టీ కూడా వస్తారు?
వస్తారండి. చేస్తామండి. తర్వాత ఎక్స్టెండ్ అప్ టు గ్రేడ్ 12 వరకు చేస్తామండి.
హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇప్పుడు ఇండియా యూకే పార్ట్నర్షిప్ కొలాబరేషన్లో వైట్ గిఫ్ట్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్కూల్ ఇక్కడ స్థాపించబోతున్నారు 2025లో. వాళ్ళు రామ్సే గారు ఉన్నారు ఇక్కడ, ఇంకా మిగతా డేవిడ్ పర్సన్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నారండి. వాళ్ళని అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం ఇక్కడ. హాయ్ సార్, హౌ ఆర్ యూ?
I'm very well, thank you. Very
How are
good
you,
to be
sir?
here.
Very well, thank you.
Sir, what is the exact intention to start in our India, sir? What evolution you are taking in education in India through your education societies?
Well, we're really pleased to be entering into this partnership because we think that it's incredibly important for education to be global. We believe in the international baccalaureate at Whitgift, and we're delighted to be able to share in that endeavour with our partners here.
Actually, structural and structure difference and your fee structure also very cost of effective also difference, from a lot of difference is there from India and UK. How you are tracing out this problem through India?
So the whole fee structure has got a lot of thinking to do yet, and that will depend on the local market. But we think that the values in the education that we're able to partner with are transferable across the world. I don't think that depends on a fee structure. I think that's something that depends on values and on the attitudes that you bring.
Sir, you tell sir, how many technical field supporting to Indian school for this institute?
Sorry, what's the question?
How many technical technical field supporting to this institute in Hyderabad? How much technical supporting given from your side?
Okay, so our role, I'm from Guilt Education.
Yeah, actually, Praveen is telling that technical support is asking
Yeah.
from you. How much technical support?
Well, it takes a long time. This whole conversation was 1.5 years, so it takes a lot of time to to get an agreement. But it took almost 1.5 years, fairly involved work. But I was very fortunate. I think David and Praveen, they were very cooperative. So I think it worked really well. It was a very cooperative. But British schools have been expanding overseas, for a long time. So it's a model that exists, and that's what made it slightly easy. But it took about 1.5 years.
Yeah, what you are thinking exactly? What revolution is going on with your schools in Indian? Otherwise, it is very competition to others. You are expecting anything else from?
Yeah, so look, I think it'll get more competitive. There will be more British schools that will open here. Some have already opened or opening, right? But every school is different in what they bring, right? And I think what Whitgift bring to the table here is actually very different, right? So, been existing for 400 plus years, right? So, I think the proposition between Praveen and Whitgift, what they're going to do together, will be quite unique, right? And I think that's what's going to help them compete with the other schools locally.
And I think sometimes when you see a UK brand in overseas, you're going to get simply that replicated brand, whereas we don't want that here. This is something we're not coming over to tell you how to run a school. We're coming over here. We hope to work together. And it'll make Whitgift better as well. So I think that's the whole point of
it's a two-way partnership.
The two-way partnership. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. One more person is there, sir. David, sir. You also there. Sir, exactly. Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Sir, actually, India also so many top schools are there. So you are also one of the top schools. You are telling that international infrastructure you will develop here in India. So how you are facing the top schools with your institution?
Well, we're very proud of what we do at Whitgift School, and I think that the way that we feel that we're able to differentiate ourselves here is through the authentic partnership that we've developed with Praveen. This is a true partnership, and ever since we have started working on this project, which is over a year ago now, we feel that the strength of our togetherness makes us a bit special. So it's very important, as Chris said earlier, that this is not just a Whitgift school overseas. This is a Whitgift school in partnership with Symbiquest with a new name, Sagebrook Academy.
Sir, how much strength you are going to introduce, sir, in first 2025 you are going to launch this school, sir? Minimum how much strength you are introducing?
How many students? How many students? Yeah, so that's still to be quite finalised. We've still got a year and a half of planning to do before we can say that, but it will definitely be a phased launch where we start with students, younger students first, and then build into a K-12 school. So initially it's likely to be between kindergarten up to year 5, maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe even up to 9. In terms of the number of students, again, and what we target, that will be over the next year of discussions and planning.
Okay, sir, you tell, sir, what is the extracurricular activities you are inserting this school, sorry, in Indian school, comparing to UK? What is the extra features, any extra infrastructure you are introducing in Whitefield International School coming in Suchitra?
I think the extra infrastructure, I think we'll have to work quite closely. I think the detailed planning will start today. I think we have some meetings this afternoon where we'll do a lot more detailed planning to understand the nature of the relationship and what we can introduce. But certainly Whitgift already has a very intensive infrastructure, has a very strong co-curricular environment. So obviously we'll be looking to leverage that for Sagebrook Academy also. But the detailed planning of that we'll start to work on as we sort of progress the partnership.
Actually, in Indians, they are expecting, India is expecting not only only for education. It is some schools are introducing one side entertainment and one side sports. What about you are thinking about that, sir? Another angle, if you are introducing sports and entertainment also, they are insisting to parents. This is better and best school for everything, sports, entertainment, and education also. In that way, you are thinking.
Well, I think Praveen, as he mentioned earlier today, I think academics is very important. I think the attraction for Whitgift School for Sagebrook Academy is also the sports environment. So obviously Chitra has a sports academy, and Whitgift has a very strong heritage when it comes to sports also. So leveraging the experience that Whitgift has and sort of using that for the benefit of Sagebrook Academy and also for the community of Hyderabad will, I think, be quite important.
Sir, actually, in India, starting from nursery is there, sir. Nursery to LKG, it is ending to 12th standard, and you are starting which class?
I think it's going to be kindergarten, isn't it? I think
kindergarten is the youngest all the way through. Yeah, absolutely.
Kindergarten also you are starting.
Yes.
Kindergarten is actually 3 to 4 years children is there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And maximum, how much?
Up to year 12, so eventually up to IB diploma.
In your UK, what is the educational standards is there, sir, from starting to? In kindergarten in our India, no? In your UK, how much standard is there starting?
Well, I think, obviously, education starts at a very young age. They start at 3 years old and they go all the way up to 18 in schools, and then to university up to 21, 22 postgraduate education. Obviously, the English education is very strong and it's well renowned, so it has a full education system.
Sir, after this completion of the students, any courses will complete, no, sir? Any offers you are giving to your UK for our students, Indian students? They are expecting, no? They are expecting.
Well, I think as
they have to shift in between. If some parents are interested to shift in UK, any MOU you are doing, sir?
Well, no. I mean, the whole point of this project is to bring a British education and some of our expertise over to India. It's not about getting students to come to the UK. This is very much about kind of sharing expertise.
They are expecting, no? So they will transfer. They will, in some jobs they are shifting to UK. If you are shifting UK, you will take that student in your...
well, as the Deputy Commissioner said, I think there's a strong, at a government level, there's a strong arrangement, and a lot of students are coming from India to the UK. So I think there's already a lot of established routes and ways in which Indian students can come to the UK, and obviously Whitgift and Sagebrook Academy will take advantage of those already established means and methods that are in place.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. All the best for your future, and I am also expecting it will become top and topmost institution in India.